back.
Thank you so much. Great to be back.
The weather has turned a little bit cold. We had a little bit of snow last week. It's making me feel a sense of nesting and getting ready for the holidays. And we love having you in and helping you prepare.
Yes.
Make it easy. Last time we made pickles and cranberry sauce. This time we're going to make Auntie May's famous stuffing, which uses a little bit of Cortland apple, Pepperidge Farm stuffing, one of our favorites. Butter, celery, a little bit of base seasoning, and we're going to bake that off into the oven, and you'll have one other thing done on your list of Thanksgiving.
Checking off the list.
So what we're going to do is we're going to chop up all the ingredients and put that together, ready to bake into the oven. As I said, the ingredients for the stuffing includes Cortland apples, a little bit of celery, onions, and we have a little bit of Italian sausage simmering on the stove.
Okay.
So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the celery and we're going to cut it up into fine little pieces, making sure our fingers are folded back, right?
Yeah. Learned that last time.
We learned that last time. And then we really want to chop that up a little bit more to make sure that it's really fine in the stuffing. Celery. Then we want to take a bit of onion. We're going to actually use half the onion here. Peel. We're going to dice the onion.
It's so easy for somebody else.
You see how I slipped with the knife and then went over it again, and it's already pretty much diced up. Get your fingers in there, Auntie May.
I won't, Daddy.
We're not feeling pretty sentimental, but I think it might be the onions making me cry.
Could be. I can smell it pretty strongly over here.
I love the smell of onions.
I love the smell of onions too, with butter.
Oh, fried caramelized onions. Oh.
Easy. Easy. So we have the onions and the celery. Then we're going to take a whole Cortland apple. And the skin of the Cortland apple is one of the parts that makes it really beautiful. You notice there's a beautiful striae of color. And we're actually going to keep them. And we're going to add the celery, the onions, and a bit of Cortland apple to the sausage that is simmering on top of the stove, creating the base for our stuffing.
Sounds good.
Loren just actually had a really good thought, saying, oh my God, I didn't know that you could put meat into stuffing. And stuffing can be done, Loren, in so many different ways. It can be done with cornbread, it can be done with raisins, it can be done without meat, cranberries, with apples, pears, all sorts of stuff. What we're going to do to the vegetables, and the sausage that are simmering on the stove is we're going to add a bit of seasoning to it. To make a good base, we're going to use a little bit of chicken stock, and then add water to it, so that'll be the broth of our stuffing. And then, as you know, one of our family favorites,
the Old Bay seasoning.
Old Bay seasoning, right? Loren's getting to know us. So we're going to add this to the vegetables that are simmering on the stove.
Serve it that way.
We would do both. To be honest with you, I prefer stuffing that's put into a pan and then roasted in the oven, so you get a really crisp top.
Yeah,
to
that
it.
sounds good.
To me, the stuffing that goes inside of the turkey or inside of the chicken usually comes out really mushy. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you think? What do you
Well,
like?
you know what I do? I do both. I mean, I always make enough stuffing. I, stuff the turkey or the chicken, whatever, and then I make a big bowl of stuffing too. So I make.
So you stuff the bird, and then your leftovers you put into a pan, so you have that crispy, beautiful stuff.
Right. I always make a big
So that
stuff.
way people have options?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because some people do like stuffing from the bird,
Yeah.
But
It looks beautiful.
Yes, it
Right?
does.
Very well. Ooh, that's good. Loren, once your vegetables have simmered away, we added the chicken stock to it to make the base for our stuffing. We're going to add about 5.5 cups, between 4.5 and 5.5 cups of water to the vegetables that are simmering on the stove.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. So we have all of our ingredients simmering on the stove right now, and I'm just wondering, what are you guys doing for Thanksgiving?
Well, before we get to Thanksgiving, part of our family business is to make pies. We'll be making hundreds of pies: apple, blueberry, pumpkin, pecan. So you want to take out the large bits of sausage, apple, onion, and celery and add that to your breading mix.
Okay.
You then want to use enough of the broth that you've cooked to make your breading really light and fluffy, and it should just start to ball together. Don't go beyond that point, because then it turns into a big clumpy mess.
So how do you prevent it from becoming mushy?
Don't add too much broth. Now, if you add too much broth and it gets mushy, add more breading.
Oh, okay.
Okay? So find your perfect mixture. I like my stuffing, like I said, to be crisp on the top and just lightly fluffy underneath. Okay? So once you've done that, you put it into a baking pan, a round baking dish,
Okay.
cover it with tin foil. You might want to add a little bit of butter on the top if you like a really rich stuffing.
Yeah.
A little bit of butter, put that in the oven at about 350 degrees for about 35 minutes.
Okay.
Then take the tin foil off and leave it in the oven for another 15 minutes.
For a crispy top.
For a crispy top. And
Learning.
take out and it'll be ready to go.
Perfect.